I just wanted to go ahead and make a quick video going over the fire that recently occurred on the Carnival Glory. We all know that fire is the worst thing that can possibly happen on a cruise ship, but this incident had some mystery to it, so I wanted to make a quick video to clarify what I think happened and what I know. So just to be clear, the fire was extinguished rapidly and nobody was hurt in this accident, and there was no major damage done to the Glory at all. Just going over some of the details now of the sailing, it was a 3-night cruise out of Port Canaveral. According to a local Orlando news station, there was just 3 girls sharing a cabin that were involved in this incident. The fire started on Friday, February 22nd, which was just a day after their ship got done visiting Nassau. So these 3 girls had a balcony cabin that was located on deck 6, and allegedly the girls had a towel draped over the chair on their balcony when it suddenly became engulfed in flames. The 3 girls have posted to social media in a frenzy as they're claiming mistreatment by the cruise line following the fire being put out. There are photos of the chair and it being destroyed, as well as video of smoke engulfing the entire cabin. There is still a current investigation into what started the fire, however. The 3 girls admit that the cruise line wasn't blaming them for the fire, yet they're still not happy with the treatment they're receiving from the cruise line after the entire situation. The girls are upset over having to take a urine sample after the incident, and granted, I'm not a medical professional or a professional at any means when it comes to these kinds of things, but I found that in some research that it's pretty common for emergency medical staff to do this to make sure that they know the proper medicine they can give you. For example, if you're pregnant, this test could prove that and change the treatment that you could get. I think the girls believe that this could be a drug test of some kind, which I understand them not wanting to take that either. Obviously, you don't want to prove innocence or guilt in this situation. Other allegations include the crew not allowing these women to photograph any of the waivers or documentation that the crew was forcing them to sign after the whole incident. Nobody really knows what happened but the people there, and I'm pretty sure that these girls had something to do with the fire starting. I mean, if we're looking into the situation, only the girls are going to know, but they're not going to say anything to the public, which I'm agreeing they shouldn't say anything to the public. They should let their lawyers and their team speak for them. But obviously, cruise ships don't just start on fire, like random balconies just don't start on fire. Something had to have happened, but it's just a bad situation overall. As we all know, fires are the number one thing we are trying to avoid on cruise ships, as this could turn into a very serious situation. Carnival needs to hold somebody responsible for this, as they are putting the jeopardy of other guests' safety on their ships. And if you think about it, I know all the cabins are metal containers, but all the furniture inside these cabins are flammable materials and they can light quickly, and it's not safe for cabins to be randomly lighting on fire in the middle of the night or whenever this happened late at night. If you're not in the cabin or if somebody's sleeping in the cabin, you can see how this can get dangerous very quickly, and this is a very serious situation. When it comes to these 3 girls though, I would hire a lawyer immediately. Make sure you have great representation, especially since this occurred in international waters. I'm sure it's very confusing legally and it's going to be very costly for them. I'm sure Carnival has a team of lawyers that they are already on staff. They will have no problem with that, but I feel bad for these girls because financially this is going to be pretty hard for them paying for this when all they were doing was taking a 3-night cruise. So, feel bad for the girls, feel bad for all the passengers on board. I feel bad for the cruise line because really, like, what are they supposed to do? They have to cover themselves legally and everything. Honestly, if we're thinking about it, who's at blame, there's not evidence of it, but I would assume right now that it's these girls. Obviously, there's no evidence of it. Their lawyers are going to have to figure it out between the 2 parties. Overall, terrible situation. Hate that it happened. I just thought it was interesting, so I wanted to make a quick video about it. If I missed any info on this story, which I'm sure I did, and it's obviously more information is going to keep coming out, but just let me know what your thoughts and opinions on this one is. Thanks for watching.